everyone's starting off. We have so many new people starting off, and I know there's a lot going on when you first start off. You're being told to read all these books. You have these new products that you have to learn information about, and you're just learning a whole bunch of new skills, and it's all happening so fast. I know I can relate to that the same way. When I first started, I was zipping around to and from different cities, telling people what's going on about my business. And guys, if you're not talking, can you please just mute yourself? I know how overwhelming just starting this all off and this new process is. And at the end of the day, and Rob, when I was working with Rob, was my mentor, and he told me I had to get my head on track. And at the end of the day, it's the bare backbone of your business is Facebook ads. And I'm here to present you. I know what it is. And I'm here to present to you guys today, like step by step, walk you through how to create your best ad to get best practices with Facebook, because starting off, it is very important you develop good relations with Facebook so you don't get thrown in Facebook jail, which will happen, but even if you do, don't worry, don't panic, because we've all been there and there's ways to get it rectified. So present it. So I'm just going to dive right into my presentation. Guys, again, please mute yourself if you're not talking. So here we go. Budgeting, Facebook ads, and Facebook ads essential and split testing, guys. This is what we're going to be talking to you guys today. Whoops. And I have hit the wrong button to start. There's presentation mode. There we go, guys. Okay, so getting into it, guys. Your first sale is always going to be your hardest no matter what. When you're first starting off, the first sale is always the hardest. And after that, as you grow and your team grows, it becomes easier and easier. And the reason for that being is you start to develop a team and start working with people under you, help teaching them what you've learned, what you're doing. Now, to counter the stress of the first sale being the hardest, it's very, very important to establish your budget and your month, and then what we talk about is your marketing budget. And that is whatever money you can safely set aside each month so you're stress-free, don't have to worry about it. It's like if you spent this, then it wouldn't impact your life. What is the set amount of money that you can set aside each month for you to run your ads? And if you don't know that, you have to figure it out. I'm not here to tell you how much you have to set aside. You have to figure that out on your own. You're a business owner and you need to know your numbers. You need to take control of your finances. And to do that, figure out your exact cost to live. So, for example, like you receive $2,000. Let's say you're making $3,000 a month and your rent is $1,200, and you like literally go through all your bills, go through a couple months of your bank statements and credit cards and figure out exactly how much you're spending on food, your rent, electricity, phone. If you're looking to increase your ad budget for more capital, get rid of anything unnecessary. Like if you have Netflix, cut that off. If you go out for dinners lots, stop that. If you want more capital for your business, you're going to have to make sacrifices in other parts of your life in order for you to have a bigger marketing budget. And when you're starting off, guys, it's better to be running ads consistently at a lower cost than to just spend all your ad budget at once throughout the week or throughout the month. And there's a couple reasons for this. It's one, so what we mean by having your online business and it working for you 24/7, if you have an ad running 24/7 hours a day, even if it's at a low amount, you're still reaching people at all hours of the day. And you can even set it up. You can even set up Facebook. This is more advanced that I'm not going to be talking about tonight, but you can set up your Facebook ads to only display during certain parts of the day to, again, better optimize your ads. And so like most people, so you won't be reaching the night hawk, say from midnight to 6 a.m. If you're not reaching people, if you're not running ads, then you're not reaching people, and then you're not bringing in people, and that's not going to result in sales or growing your business, or you may be able to help others. And by running your ads too, when you start off, you have a fresh pixel. And I'm going to be talking more about pixels in depth later. But again, work on your marketing budget, figure out how much you can safely set aside each month. And then as you start bringing in people, as you start making sales, you further reinvest those profits into your marketing budget. And that's explained in our training academy. That's module 4, I believe, how to make your $10,000 ad. And remember, a lot of people think they need like multiple ads going, and a lot of people think they need multiple ads, a lot of winners per se, to effectively market. No, you just really need one ad, and then it's a matter of scaling it up and then further optimizing it. So, yeah, okay. So starting off an ad campaign, guys, I do suggest I usually start with 3 to 4 different ads. Like if I'm brand new starting something off, I will split test. I will come up with 4 different ad ideas, or simply one main ad idea, and then either change the picture or the headline of it. 3 to 4 different variations, and run them and start running them at $5 a day, $5 to $10 per day. Me and Josh have been discussing about this. He starts all of his ads at $5 per day. I've always started my ads at $10 per day. I'm still start mine at 10, but I like Josh's reasoning of starting at $5 per day, because you'd still be spending the same amount, but you have a larger time frame to work with, so you could see if it wasn't just a kind of a one day hit, it would be spread out farther along the time. And it give your pixel more data to work with. And starting off, until you find your winning ad, that's pretty much what your budget is allocated for. And I'm going to be talking more in depth about how to set up ads, what to do properly, and I'm going to be like building out an ad for you live in front of you later. So let's say, for example, that you guys have $100 a week. You can run one ad at $10 a day, or start off with a double split test of 2 ads at $5 a day. And then this is going to leave you with $30 left over during the week for you to split test and or scale. And more on that later. Now I'm just going to actually get into basic Facebook ads and best and practices, and just Facebook ads 101. So again, ads are the absolute backbone of your business. And what I meant by, I don't know if you saw my go live in the group area, this is a little tough love presentation. I don't care how mindful you are, how grateful you are. If you don't write effective converting ads, you're not going to get anywhere. Your business isn't going to grow. So you have to perfect Facebook ads, learning how they work, writing effective copy, and all of that. So a lot of people starting off, they're confused. We have this in the training, but your ad campaign is what type of ad you're running. And that is for the purposes of your marketing. So for us, we primarily run lead ads, and that is sending potential leads from your ad to your landing page to opt into the webinar. Now, there are that's our primarily means of running ads. In the past, in previous tech calls, you can go back and look. We have talked about page post engagement ads, and those are excellent ways for people who don't have a large marketing budget to really get an engaged audience. And then from that, you can take that data and build a custom and lookalike audience off that data. So then when you want to run lead ads, you already have people who are interested in your page. They've clicked and seen on your page, and you'll be targeting people who have already really interacted with you. And I talked about this probably a couple months ago now on a tech call. The only other really ads I run are video view ads. And the sole purpose of that is to build lookalike and custom audiences. It's for people to watch my video. And then when it comes time to make an ad, I have a lookalike custom audience based off people who have watched a video for X amount of time. And again, you don't even have to do paid advertising. That's why we say go lives. Do go lives from your business page, all of that, because you can create videos for free by going go lives and then building custom and lookalike audiences off people who are watching your videos. Now, kind of getting off track there, but I'm just explaining the different types of campaigns available for us. On the ad set level, that is who you're targeting. That's your demographics. That's the countries you're targeting, people you're targeting, their interests, setting up exactly where your ad's going to be shown. And that is also the level that we do all our split testing at. You don't split test on the ad level, you split test on the ad set level. And the ad level is the actual ad itself. It's your picture, your video, your headline, your copy, the actual contents of the ad. Now, social media advertising, guys, it's all about them. You can tell your story to, I know we do say storytelling is an very effective means of advertising. What I've found that's worked for me though, is making it all about them. And as a marketer now, you're on the flip side of things. Rather than a consumer, you are a marketer. And so you have to kind of almost go back. You kind of got to take a step back and remember where you were at before this ad. For me, I was looking for a new opportunity and I saw an ad that said accountants wanted to join the team, and I had just got off unemployed, and I'm like, oh yeah, look, the job, this is awesome. But it was even better. And you in terms of your marketing, you have to think, what benefit is the consumer going to get from clicking on your ad? Why would someone pause and read this and eventually click on your landing page and then opt in? And that's what your lead magnet is. So for us, there's this explained in, I believe, .com Secrets, but there's two different types of lead magnets. We have our free webinar, and now we also have our free ebook incorporated directly into our auto email sequences as well. So when you're speaking to them, when you're writing your copy, think of all the benefits, not the features. It's always the benefits received to the consumer. And like Mary said before, Mary, your go live yesterday was unbelievable. What I found works in the past and still continues to work is people like facts, bold statements, and thought-provoking questions and numbers initially seeing things. And you have to be speaking directly to your consumer. You have to make it almost as if it was very personal and you're talking one-on-one to them. You can't be, if you were on the mastermind last week or 2 weeks ago, we talked about just marketing 101, and you can't be everything to everyone. You have to find your own niche market. For example, I'm a young Canadian male, so I primarily market to other young people in Canada and the States. got something going on here. I don't know what's going on in this beachside bungalow, but people will also relate to you again too. When they see your ad, chances are they're going to be clicking on your Facebook fan page. And when they click on your Facebook fan page, they're going to be wanting to see who this person is. So we do provide marketing materials for you. We provide everything, but it's really important, guys, that you tell your story. You actually get your face out there and you show people you're a real, authentic person. Because if in my opinion, if people scroll through a page, if they see your ad, click on your fan page, then they see nothing but inspirational and motivational quotes and no pictures of you yourself. Actually, they're going to be like, oh, this is just another X person, and they're probably going to click off. You have to show them that you're a real live person, that you have a background, you have a story. And let's move on. So books that helped me, that really just, I was struggling with my ads at the start too, like everyone else. And these are my list of recommended books that just, I noticed a dramatic difference in my ad. I read I read in particular The Copywriter's Handbook, 3rd edition by Robert Bly. If you've never written copy before, well, it's another skill you're going to have to learn. This guy breaks it down into such simple terms. And where I don't have my copy with me, but pretty much the two big dogs in direct marketing and freelance marketing are Robert Bly and Dan Kennedy. And it's just, I don't know it says on the book, I don't know anyone whose copy can improve by reading this. And I completely 100% agree. Another one I highly, highly, highly recommend is The Thank You Economy by Gary Vee. And that is actually found in our file section, recommended readings in the Dropbox folder. And what that book explains to you about is marketing in its essence in an online social media world, and really talking about how you have to deliver value up front. You have to provide the benefit up front. You have to be real with people. I thought those two books combined really helped me set in motion for my ads. And then, of course, we talk about .com secrets and expert secrets. I'm sure you've seen many, many, many posts about those. We recommend those books for a reason, because it really explains how to do business in the online social world in the times we are living now. And again, it's all about giving value first, guys. On social media, you give without expecting to receive anything. Give, 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 then you shall receive. No one's going on Facebook looking to buy anything. So that's how we use lead magnets to magnetize people into our sales funnel, into the webinar, into our auto email responses. You have to give. Sorry, I'm going to check the chat box because I don't. Wait. Let me just chat. All right, good stuff, Jason. Yeah, Shannon, jab, 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 right hook, great book as well. That one more so explains marketing on the different platforms, but it's full of a ton of examples. And okay, on to the next. So guys, your Facebook pixel. I know many of you starting off don't even know what a pixel is, but the pixel is what keeps track of all your data, and data rules all. In essence, we're online marketers, and we need this data in order to effectively market. So it keeps track. There's the view content pixel and the lead pixel, and the view content pixel is on your landing page. So that's people who have clicked on your ad and thus viewed the content, which is just your first page. And then the lead pixel gets triggered once someone's entered their name and email and are sent to the thank you page. And the thing is starting off, you don't have any data. So you are going to probably have a little bit slightly increased lead costs. They're not going to be higher if you're targeting the right people and saying the right message. But as time goes on and As time goes on and your Facebook pixel gathers more and more data, all it is it's just going to be easier for you to market cheaply, more effectively, because Facebook is always wanting to work for you. So I know I've said it before in the past, I called it my throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. But imagine just casting, when you're starting off, imagine you're fishing for prospects. So you start off by casting a big net. And then as your Facebook pick, you're going to start off by casting a big net. Then Facebook's going to be seeing, it's going to be spending money onto all these different, if you're casting a big net, it's going to be spending your money wide. So from that, as your leads start coming in, you're going to actually use the breakdown tab to see where Facebook is best spending your money. And then from there, you're going to duplicate and actually just retarget where Facebook is best allocating spending your dollar. And again, if you're not running ads, then you're not getting data, and thus you're not hitting, your pixel's not getting triggered, you're not getting data, and you're wasting your time essentially. Always, personally, I always have at least one ad running. I don't care if it's at $5 a day, or if it's at $10 a day, or if it's at $100 a day. I always have at least one ad running, so my business is working for me 24/7, 365. And once you found, the thing is too, once you found your niche market, once you found your high converting leads and your team starts to grow under you, don't stray away from it. Like a lot of people think, oh, I need one ad to work too. I need one ad to work. I need two ads to work. No, you found your target market. So again, too, because all of this data is built up towards this target market, if you start targeting other areas, it's not going to be working as well because your pixel data is so focused and centered on this target market now. And again, once you have more data, then you're able to build custom and lookalike audiences to further lower your lead costs. And I say that with a star usually because again, you don't know until you split test and you get the data in the market to find out. So the 4 pillars of your ad, guys, 4 pillars of marketing on Facebook is who you're targeting. That's your targeting at your ad set level, your photo, your headline, and your copy. And I rank them in I rank them in importance in that order. First is you have to be targeting the right people. You have to have a picture that's going to make them your picture, and then headline too is your most important things, is important, then followed by the body of your copy. So you have to be sending the right message to the right person with the right idea. And photos, for example, people always ask what photos are work well. Well, it depends who you're targeting. For me personally, I've always found that people with pictures of people smiling, if you're part of my funnel, I have tons of marketing materials that's been updated with, again, the group, people like a group picture. We always have that group picture, but in general, if you just find a group kind of mentality, people like to be part of a group. Humans are socially wired to want to be part of something larger. So 1, people smiling. 2, I found nice nature and infinity pools to work well. But again, I was always targeting people who like to travel and small business and entrepreneurship. But I literally ran an ad of just an infinity pool for probably 6 months, and it worked incredibly well for me. Your headline wants to be thought-provoking, capture attention, explain the main benefit, it wants to say the main benefit of what's going to be received. And your copy copy I'll be explaining a little later. So some common mistakes, guys, starting off with ads and just Facebook ads in general is once an ad is turned off, it stays off. Don't ever start up an ad again once you've turned it off. It's going to mess up your Facebook pixel and not your pixel, but it's going to mess up the Facebook algorithm and it won't work as well. Never, 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 never use the edit button unless you are editing the nomenclature. And what I mean, and nomenclature is just how you yourself have labeled your ads. Like, and I'll talk about that when I'm walking through and building you out an ad. Did I mention? Never use the edit button. Always use the duplicate button. Always use the duplicate button. Get a lot of questions too. I'm trying to narrow down my audience, but I'm not able to. That is mitigated by having the expand interest box always unchecked. Some questions I get too. Why can't we run ads to different ad types? No, we stick to newsfeeds ads. We've been doing this for a long time. Newsfeeds ads are what works. People not following the training exactly to a T. I do realize Facebook is constantly changing and we have to update the training as well, but it is the little attention to details that you have to pay attention to throughout any one of our training modules. Me, Rob, anyone with a funnel, we work very, very hard for you to provide this training for you so you can take it and apply it, but you have to pay attention to the specific details as outlined in it. Another common mistake too is people not knowing their numbers. I'm going to be talking to that a little bit later. You have to know your numbers. You're a business owner. You have to know what these things mean if you're starting off an online marketing business. And what I mean by that is CTR, CPC, CPL. If you guys don't know what that means, you got to learn, and you got to learn benchmarks that you're striving for as well. You have to be objective. And another common mistake too is people going with their gut instead of what the actual data is providing. Again, too, know your numbers, and I'm going to be talking about this a little bit later. I'm going to be explaining the numbers as well later. So let's build out an ad together. I am going to be building out an ad for you guys. So let's go. Let's start from scratch, guys. I'm going into my ad account. Wait for my internet to load. I'm currently tethering from my smartphone because the internet's not so hot. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Target audience size, Adam. I recommend starting off, man. I recommend usually, again, casting that wide net. I like to keep honestly, man, any size between, if I'm building a brand new campaign, anywhere from 1 million to like 2 million. Sometimes I even go as big as 10, but you got to cast a big net first to reach people as possible. And yeah, Shannon, not trying to reinvent the wheel, stick to what works. Again, too, I know starting off, I was like, oh, I'm going to try my own thing. No, we have the proven success for you to use to model it. And I don't know why my ads manager is not loading. Let's just try refreshing. Come on, internet. Come on. Well, this is unfortunate. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait, and if not, I'll continue on. At this time, anyone have any questions? Just want to pop out and ask me?
Yes, I do.
What's up?
Hey, is there gonna be a replay of this? There's like I just got so many like things
There's a replay every week, my friend.
of this exact one of this Zoom.
Yeah, well, I don't know why there wouldn't be.
Okay, sorry. I'm super sorry. I just had a couple things come up and I gotta like leave and go help my brother. I apologize.
It's all good, man. It's all good. I'm just, why is this not loading?
It's always when you want to show someone something, it doesn't work as fast as you want it to, but I'll see if I can stick around for the ad.
Mike, would you like me to share my screen and you can instruct me what to do?
That, if this doesn't load in 2 seconds, yeah, that would be,
I'm happy to do that
okay.
because I think it would be beneficial to everybody.
No, yeah, absolutely. And I really wanted to show people that. So yeah,
I might not be as quick as you, but I promise I'll do my best, everybody.
that's all.
Ready?
Yeah.
All righty. All right, let's get this stuff out of here. Wrong place.
All right, so we're gonna like start from scratch and start a new campaign.
New campaign. All righty.
And we are going to create a campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to go for conversions. Those are our lead ads, guys. And just call it mastermind example. It doesn't really matter what you call it. But that campaign name is, again, the type of ad that you're running.
Okay, we're going to continue.
Yep. So what I meant by nomenclature, guys, before too, and hitting the edit button to change your nomenclature, that's right where Lori's mouse is, that ad set name. That is how you keep track of your ads and whatever, who exactly you're targeting in specific. So for this example, let's target people in the US and Canada. Let's say between 25 and 45. And who like to, and
You want men and women?
yeah, men and women.
Okay.
And let's go people who like small business and Gary entrepreneurship and Gary Vaynerchuk.
Small business and what?
Yep. And entrepreneurship.
Okay.
And Gary Vaynerchuk.
Good. All right. So we're going to scroll down here.
Yeah. First we have to put in your lead pixel though.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Blew right by
So
that, guys.
Yeah. So for website, this is where you select your lead pixel.
So that's right here, guys. It's going to be the green one usually, but if you're just starting out, it probably won't be green.
If you're starting out, it'll be gray. And that just means that you haven't had a lead come through. That's all it means. So for location, we're going to change that to everyone who lives in this location.
It is.
Click it. Okay.
Right?
Just click down. People who live. I always go people who live in this location because if it's on everyone in this location, you can get backpackers and tourists or anyone else.
Oh. Okay.
That's people who on their Facebook profile will say, I live in Canada or I live in the US. And then for age, we are going to go, what, 25.
Yep.
to 45. And you're going to see this massive reach, guys, and it's just, we haven't fully finished tweaking it off yet, so don't worry. You see right now the potential reach is 100,000, 100 million, and there's two reasons for that. One of them is the expand interest box is still checked right now.
Right here?
Yep.
So we're going to uncheck that right now?
Yep. And the other reason for this is just where we'll show you as we scroll down the page, but for languages, you're always going to enter English all. And then targeting. So, oh, again, too, that's why we haven't even set up our targeting yet.
So you said entrepreneurship as the first one, right?
Yep.
And that's as an interest.
It's an interest targeting.
And we want to point out this number here, Mike?
Yep. So it's good to go for big, large numbers. When you're thinking of who you're targeting, you're going to see a lot of different options available. It's always better to go with a large number starting out than as you work your way down and further optimize. You got to start big and then further optimize small. And let's go.
What happened? There we go.
And then let's put in small business as well.
Again, is an interest. And are we going to narrow further?
Yeah, let's narrow further with Gary Vee. Let's just see how the numbers compare. So 1.2 million, perfectly happy with that as starting off as a target audience size. So we can further exclude people. I have noticed on my ads of late when I'm trying to do my normal exclusions, it's not working. So if you want to click exclude people, Lori, and then type in Kangen. Okay, so yeah, we're going to go Kangen alkaline water and Kangen. And then I believe Enagic twice, because we don't want to be targeting people already affiliated who like Enagic or work with Enagic.
So we want interests and employees, right?
Yep. Yeah, both of those.
Hold on a second.
And actually, I'm thinking right now this target audience size is going to drop off. It's going to be Enagic again.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't need to apologize. So this, I know for a fact this target audience is going to change. So let's move, if it's all right with you, can we move Gary Vaynerchuk actually back up to with entrepreneurship and small business?
Sure.
And you guys will see why in a second.
And then we need to remove him from here.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to change from, it was 1.2 before, I think. So now we're at 14 million.
This is going to drop off significantly though, because now we're going to change where our ad's going to be seen. So as you scroll down.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. We are going to edit our placements. We do like all devices. Oh man, yours automatically had Instagram already unchecked. Okay, so another thing, guys, is Instagram. If you have Instagram checked, it's going to significantly boost your potential reach. But again, we really don't focus on Instagram ads. Myself personally, I tried dabbling with them. I had no success for, like, I just stopped. Why bother testing with it if it's not proven to work, trying to spin your own wheel? So if we want to, Lori, we could actually go back up and change, sorry to make you do this, but we could change it back to that Gary Vaynerchuk and Gary Vaynerchuk.
Okay, so we're gonna get rid of him here, and we're
Yeah.
gonna add him back here.
I have tried testing on audiences as large as 10 million, but by all means, it's still just a split test away.
Okay, so we're at 1.2 million again.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, do you just want to point all of this out about?
Yeah, so we only run newsfeed ad, guys. We don't run instant articles. We don't run in-stream videos. We don't run suggested videos or Instagram ads or audience network ads or messenger ads or any of that. Solely newsfeed ads. What we've done, and if you chat with anyone on Facebook, Facebook wants people to stay on Facebook, and we want people to get off of Facebook. So the trainings and systems we have in place are all designed for you to get your cheapest lead costs and best practices. And like, I'm learning this now. I have my own ad rep, and she keeps telling me all these different things that I know doesn't work effectively for our businesses. So if you do have an ad rep, great. I'm still trying to get answers to that, to get people other ad accounts. She's not being direct with me whenever I'm asking her about that. So still working on that for you guys too. But Facebook's always going to be trying to promote Facebook's best ad practices, and they want people to stay on Facebook, and we want to take people off. So follow our training and not theirs.
So we only want to have these two boxes checked, guys. That's it.
That's it.
Okay? Moving along.
Moving along. Let's set our daily budget.
And
Say-
all mobile devices is what we always want to have checked, right?
Yep.
Okay, daily budget, is it 10?
Let's start off. Let's just say 10 for this example. Always start off at like 5 or 10, and we are going to be optimizing for conversions. We are going to change the conversion window though to 1 day click.
I've noticed not everybody has this option here.
Yeah, I don't have that option on my.
I just always have it set to lowest cost.
Yep. I've looked into bidding strategies before. It's something to discuss further down the road. But for now, yeah, just have it as lowest cost. I think in Canada, Facebook, it's a bit different.
Okay, so we're ready to continue?
Yep.
Okay, this is something we have to be aware of, guys, is
Yep.
make sure it's on the right page. Because I've run ads before and it went to the wrong page. This is the one I run it to. If you only have one page, it's not an issue, but I've got more than one. So you have to be
Yeah,
really
always
careful.
make sure it's on the right one, because mine always auto starts to the wrong page itself. We're going to be running an image ad. A note for video ads, after speaking with my ad rep too, they did tell me best practices for videos, and your ideal video should be 15 seconds long. The ideal video ad is 15 seconds long, no longer than a minute. Now, Lori, see, this is where the difficult part is I had like copy and a picture all ready to go to create our example ad.
Got it. What do you want to do?
For entering your website URL, you just put in your landing page. So for you, everyonecanthrive.net. And then how can I, do you want to share one that's like the picture of you and Rob smiling?
Sure, probably everybody knows that by now, but absolutely. Let me just find the right place here. Of course, I
It
wasn't
it
prepared.
should automatically be in
Oh,
your,
yeah, it should be in my library.
Yeah.
Right? Sorry, guys. You know, I was using this one, but I'm going to show this to you guys. Facebook has gotten very particular about having text in your photo. They
Yep.
have a maximum percentage. And I don't believe that this qualifies anymore. This is what I was running back in July when I first started. Do you have anything to say about that, Mike? Or should I just find the one with no text?
I would just run for text. Again, Facebook's going to pop up and tell you if there's too much text or not. None of my ads, no ad I've ran in recent memory has text on it.
Mhm.
But if you are running text, just keep it under like 20%. You're going to have to click the little X on the C right next to where you're, yeah, perfect. This actually looks like it's fine right now.
Till you go to run it.
Until you go to, and your call to action, for us, I always either use learn more or sign up.
So sign up is what I usually use, and that is right there.
And
Do you want to give me a headline to put in?
yeah. So the ad I've been running as of late is the picture of us on the rooftop, and my headline is How We Mastered Social Media and Travel the World, and how you can too.
Oops. Exclamation?
Exclamation, and then I also have an earth emoji after, but we are like starting to run out of time here.
Yeah.
So there are some other things I want to talk about. So guys, like next week, I'll show you an ad too. But in terms of rest of placing your ad, we don't use that display link. We don't use that newsfeed link to description, URL parameters, anything like that. We just have our call to action. All of that is good right there. And then there would be copy in the copy section, and then Lori would hit confirm. And then if you're starting off, it's most likely to go into review, but as you gain more and more trust with Facebook, it automatically gets approved. So thank you for doing that, Lori,
My pleasure.
and working your way through.
Okay. There we go.
So I'm gonna, perfect. So as like my business manager is still loading, it's still never loaded in that time. So I'm just gonna have to finish up the rest of the presentation. So here's the headline I have, guys. I can just show you the copy on Word. How we mastered the world, how we mastered social media and travel the world, and how you can too. And my copy is, again, it's saying, first thing they see when they see the ad is me, Nate, Ryan, Rob on a rooftop smiling. So group picture and smiling. I've also brightened it a bit, and it has a nice scenic background. Here's the thing most people don't realize, ... starting an online business doesn't have to be hard. And I say a controversial thing too. In fact, it was the least riskiest thing I've ever done in my life, making a bold statement. Calling all Canadian men and women looking to drastically change their financial future. We want to mentor and coach you. Speaking directly to my audience. Sign up and attend our free live online workshop this week to learn how we created a simple and profitable online marketing businesses that use social media. Depending on who your coach is and their landing page, when you land on my landing page, that's what it says. That's pretty much the first thing it says, is how we created profitable online businesses using social media. Congruency effect. On this no-cost training workshop, we'll be working you through the key things I did differently in the one core strategy I've used to fire my boss, travel the world, and run profitable online business through social media. Again, these are all benefits. If you want to benefit of running your own business, improved quote, benefit. Now you have to be direct. You have to tell them exactly what to do, or else people aren't going to know what to do. So click your link, enter your name and email, come check out what we have to offer, and boom, and put a link to your website in there as well, or else they're not going to know what to click. As a sweetener, and then I call this a sweetener, again too, as a special bonus for signing up, giving you even more reasons to sign up. We'll give you a copy of the free ebook. Again, another call to action. You have to be you have to have multiple call to actions throughout your ad, and you have to create a sense of urgency. So don't wait. Limited spots are available. Back into presentation. For you guys, I'm going to finish off this presentation, so don't mind if we do go over the hour. So split testing. Understanding split testing, guys, is essential for lowering your lead costs. It can be confusing, and it's a skill that you will learn and develop. And the two videos I found that helped me the most learning how to split test at the start was Split Testing 101 and the Essentialist Guides to Facebook Ads. Those are both found in Module 4. And split testing, guys, is holding all things the same while changing one variable. So you could have the same picture, headline, copy, etc., and then change your target audit, and then change your targeting based on your age range. Or just A versus B split testing. Again, that's just one thing compared to another, what works best. Be objective with your split testing, and how you do this is on the breakdown tab of your Business Manager. This is a problem we have right now with this presentation. Is my Business Manager is not loading, so I was going to show you my exact numbers and show you them, but I do have a slide at the end that will show you. Be objective with your split testing. Do what the data is telling you. So, for example, say you run an ad out to men. Let's say Lori ran that ad, and she was getting $3 a lead overall. Now she could use the breakdown tab and then open it up and to see where Facebook's spending her money based on age and gender. Now let's say women 35 to 44, she's actually getting leads at like $1.50, whereas another demographic, let's say, but men 18 to 24, she's getting $8 leads. Like Facebook's still spending your money, and out of all those leads, it's going to say you're getting 2 leads at $8, but then you're also getting 5 leads to the women at $2. So what she would do is then duplicate that ad and retarget to that more profitable niche, which is the women 35 to 44. Go off what the numbers are telling you, what Facebook's telling you, not your gut feeling or what you think is working best. The data and the market never lie. I don't know how many times I've said this, guys, and it's why I harp on it so much, is you have to know your numbers. If you don't know what CPL, CTR, CPC is, you have to work your way through the training. You have to learn this. or else you're essentially just flushing down your money down the toilet if you don't know what that means and what the data means. So ideal benchmarks, guys, is your cost per lead. Anywhere from $3 to $5 is great. If you find anything less than $3 is absolutely killer. Big shout out to Mario with the less than dollar ads. It's unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. And click the first, and what I also look through is my click-through rate, that is CTR. And anything 3.5, if something's lower than 3.5% with my click-through rate, I know people aren't clicking, there's a congruency problem, so I'm not going through with it. But in general, my benchmark is 4% for click-through rate. And I have another slide explaining this. And CPC, cost per click, 50 cents or lower is ideal. It's okay if it's like 60, but anywhere in the 50 cent, 60 cent range is another benchmark you're striving for. So this is a slide that Josh in the UK has put together to help explain split testing and starting an ad off and just how it works in general. Just kind of move this stuff off my screen. So Josh likes to run, when he's starting off a new ad campaign, he likes to run his ads at $5 per day or £5. And for the sake of simplicity, we're in North America, I'm going to be speaking in dollars. So after $10 spent, so running one ad for $5 a day, look at your data. If you have one lead, let's say you have one lead, but minimal interaction, so that would probably be like an $8, if you have like an $8 lead, but with minimal interaction, with a click-through rate of less than 4%, shut it off and start again. It's not working. People don't like it. If you have one lead with lots of interaction, link clicks, buttons, high click-through rate, you still might, so let's say you have that one lead at $8, let's say you have that one lead at $8, $6, anywhere in that kind of range, but with a click-through rate of higher than 4%, well, people are clicking on your ad and they're going through it, but your message is slightly off. So split test your copy or your message that you're trying to send. You might be saying, you might be pointing at the wrong audience, you might be saying the wrong message, but people are clicking on your ad, so it's taking notice. So I believe your targeting and your photo would be good, but it might have more to do so with your copy. Split test if you think the budget or your lead quality will be high. It's really not necessary at this point because we're looking to further, if you have one lead and like you're gaining traction, you have something to work with. So you're going to split test out again. And wow, Josh, like I can post this image if you just want to take a screenshot of this image. I can also just share this I can post the PowerPoint directly as well, and you can take a look at this. Basically, the idea, guys, is like as you're working your way through, if you have to gain traction and look at your click-through rate, look at your cost per click. You'll see you can change up your targeting. You can always change up your headline a bit, but always be ensuring that it's the congruency effect. Okay, quick ways to improve your ads is, did you see Mary's Go Live yesterday? If you haven't, go watch it. Quick tips for improving your ads. People like emojis, but don't be going overkill on them. Facebook doesn't like that. Speak directly to your audience. I showed you that in the example with the copy. Whoever you're targeting, speak directly to them as if you were talking one-on-one to them. Again, people like numbers, facts, cold hard facts. They like seeing numbers at the start and the body of your copy. So quick examples of numbers that you could use to Google, the network marketing industry itself how big it is as an industry, like 174 billion or whatever it is. The rise in self-employed people percentage, it's something like 30 to 35% of the workforce now in the world is self-employed or freelancing. And again, these are just ideas, but use Google, find a cool number, think of something clever that could best be used for your ad. You want to be generating curiosity and really paying attention to the structure of what people are seeing when they first scroll through your ad. So you want like your first line of your copy, you want it to be eye-catching for them to lead your second copy, and I showed you that with my copy. And the way it looks on Facebook ads is it says right there, we are looking for Canadians, ... So it's going to create curiosity for them to click and open your ad. And pattern interrupt. And again, you just want to be interrupt. You want pattern interrupt. I know Adam Gately in the UK personally has been taking pattern interrupt to the extreme, and his photos he's been using are just complete, like you're scrolling through and would be like, what? Why is this photo on Facebook? So that's how he's getting attention and he's getting his leads. And that's, again, just another marketing strategy. So that is it. Sorry, this didn't go exactly the way I wanted to. I'm still looking at my screen and my business manager still is not loading, of course, right when we have this mastermind. So actually, guys, did I take a screenshot? Yeah, did I? Okay. Nope. Any questions at all, guys? I know that's probably overwhelming, and I really, really, really wish I had my business manager to show you guys, to show you how gone from A to B. I can just save that for next week. We can touch on it next week, but sorry, like you saw my screen would not load for whatever reason, of course, right when I went to present, and there's nothing I can do about that.
I have a
All
question.
right. Okay, shoot, we got to keep.
Quick question.
Yeah.
When we do the narrow further, does it make a difference? Sorry, I have an echo. Does it make a difference which order they're in?
By narrow, what do you mean by narrow further?
So like we started with gear and then
No, that doesn't matter. No,
it can be in any order.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Because at the end of the day, it's all and or.
Mm-hmm.
It's all just and or, and it doesn't matter on the actual structuring.
Yeah, I think that's important to know.
Yeah. So, yeah. Excellent question. And unfortunately, guys, we are over the hour, and I do have a slew of coaching calls coming up, so I have to go. It was great seeing you all. Hope this provided value for you, and next week I will hopefully I can show you how to actually split test and break down and look at the numbers and to further see, because I really, really, really wish I could have done that, but my business manager is not loading. So until next week, guys, take care. Peace and love you all, and you have your all great it's Friday morning here, so have a great Thursday night and take care.
Thank you, Mike. This was awesome.